Ain't into breaking chicken, you can get about my business. This that real pimpin' east side, straight about the trenches. I'm that nigga you can't see, I specialize in breaking women. Gotta get it how I get it, you ain't with it, you can kick it. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I ain't finna take you on no date, little babe. You got two options, work a job or hit the blade. What you wanna do? Either way, I'm the one that's receiving all the pay. Money management services is what I orchestrate. Watch me boss your life up once you choose up with the play. I ain't interested in sex, I strictly want the severed heads. House cast the only thing that's sleeping inside my bed. Ain't got the time for relations, baby, I'm a businessman. Trying to see how much I can make off selling tuna cans. So we gon' get along good if you into tricking men. Just don't go against the grain if you wanna see us win, right? Himron, little baby, so you better come correct. I ain't nothing like these niggas, gotta earn all my respect. Watch your lip with open ears, I might just break you off some bread. This a different type of motion when you choosing with the man. If you ain't into selling kidding, I can let you run the business. It's 1,000 ways to pimp, we selling plates up out the kitchen. She my type, she like to listen, might just buy her braid extension. She don't test me, know the limits, so we never ever trip. I can put you in position, I'm a high value man. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just moved to OnlyFans. Only way I'll trust a bitch if she give me all the bands. That's how I know we locked in, yeah, we forever gon' win. Who you texting on that phone, it better be about some paper. I got trust issues, baby, so don't put me in no danger. I'ma kill you and them niggas if you ever try to play me. I need that money fast, so is you gon' be my hoe, baby, huh?
Hey man, 1,000 Ways to Pimp is out now, all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. Make sure you add that to y'all playlist and run it up, man. YouTube, music, all that good stuff, man. Man, today is a tragedy in the political world. First thing first, man, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video, man. 1,000 Ways to Pimp is out now. So today is a tragic day in the political world, man. Trump, what is he? Let's see. What I can't even hit the search. What's going on? Let me open up a new tab. How about that? I bet y'all can search now. So there's a guy by the name of Charlie Kirk, if y'all don't know. He is a Trump. Let me pull it up straight from his YouTube channel. He is a chairman of students for Trump. Now y'all know just a couple months ago, Trump was almost assassinated himself. This says Charlie Kirk. This is straight from his YouTube channel. I've never heard of this man a day in my life until today, man. Rest in peace, man. Charlie Kirk is the founder and president of Turning Point USA, the largest and fastest growing conservative conservative youth activist organization in the country with over 250,000 student members, over 150 full-time staff, and a presence on over 2,000 high school and college campuses nationwide. Charlie is also the chairman of Students for Trump, which aims to activate 1 million new college voters on campuses in battleground states in the lead up to the 2020 presidential election. His social media reaches over 100 million people per month. And according to Axis, I don't know how to say that, AXIOS, it's probably not in harm. He is one of the top 10 most engaged Twitter handles in the world. He is also the host of the Charlie Kirk Show, which regularly ranks among the top news shows on Apple Podcast charts. So he's got a big voice. He's got a big platform. You know, he's top 10 on Twitter in the world. And so today he had a show, a stand-up, a conference, whatever you want to call it, a debate. And so what he's known for as well, what it said, was the Charlie Kirk Show, his podcast. He's got a YouTube channel here with 3 million subscribers, almost 4 million now. There's no telling how many people subscribed after he's, you know. But what he does is he goes to college campuses, right? Let's see. 11 months ago, 8 million views. 11 months ago, 7 million views. So, University of Pittsburgh. He goes to college campuses and basically has debates, right? And being that he's the top 10 user on Twitter, he's got a big platform. You know, there's a lot of people watching, a lot of people judging. So there's a lot of people, and he speaks on political. He's a politician basically. And so, you know, they just try to assassinate Trump. They couldn't get Trump. They coming for him, man. So I'm just gonna search his name in here on YouTube. First thing that pops up is his channel, and you know, some of his videos. 1.3 million views in 13 hours on his latest post, right? But this is apparently Trump's No. I seen that clip. Okay. That's not what Trump wasn't. Unless he's wearing the same suit here, then he was talking about that. But this was posted by his actual Charlie Kirk's actual page, saying enough is enough.
For far too long.
And this was about that situation in I think that was South Carolina, where dude stabbed Shorty in the neck. So that has nothing to do with that. But basically, he got assassinated, man. He went to the University of, I think, Utah State. They shot him. I guess the shooter was on a roof somewhere nearby. And they shot him. One and done. Dome shot, I believe. Now, I can't really show too graphic a video. Y'all know how YouTube be, man. But basically here, this is showing where his body was being taken. It looks like not even to an ambulance. And it looks like because I watched this clip, And it looks like they've taken him into an SUV. Now let me see. I can't recall if, yeah, they carried him. So no stretcher. It low-key looked like this was a stretcher. No, that wasn't a stretcher. But this is the aftermath here. Crowds were running.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! I hope
Yeah, we can't do that, y'all. Can't do that right there. So basically, they're showing the same thing over and over again in this one. But yeah, man, this is really real right here.
All of a sudden, I heard just one pop. Saw Charlie all of a sudden like go fall.
He got
his
hit
head
in the
kind of
neck.
fell back, and blood was just gushing out of his neck. And then at that point, I kind of turned my head to look uphill because it felt like it came from up behind me. And then I saw everybody dropping, so I dropped down. And then the next thing you know, they said run, so we all took off running.
We heard two pops, and we ran. And a lot of people ran with us. When I was standing by the door, kind of overseeing what was happening, some people were standing there still taking videos. So I went back out to look over the railing to see like maybe someone just did some firecrackers, something like that. But more and more people were screaming, crying, dispersing super quickly from the scene. More and more people were headed Charlie's way. And yeah, just pure craziness. And then after getting back into the building, just tons of people flooding to go outside, get away from the scene.
Charlie hit the ground. We saw him fall, but it looks like the shot came and it hit, he was facing us, and it looks like it hit the left side of his neck. To be perfectly blunt, it felt like so much blood came out of his neck immediately, and then we all took to the ground. I can't tell you almost what happened immediately after.
There was a handicapped person there that wanted a hat, and so I was like trying to get Charlie's attention, and he saw me and he came right over and handed this guy a hat, and it was really very kind. I'm just sitting there watching. I think, wow, he's taller than I thought he was, and he's so energetic, and he's so happy, and he's throwing these hats out, and the crowd is just going nuts, and it was a huge college crowd.
All of a sudden, I heard just one pop.
So I don't know if they got I'm sure they got the dude that done it. This is moments before.
That's a lot of people, Utah, I'll tell you what. All right, we're going to get started, everybody. You know how it works, question and answer. Also, thank you to Lane from Y-Refi. That was great. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be here for a couple hours. Get comfortable. Bring the best libs that Utah has to offer.
Utah Valley. That's a happy crowd, isn't it?
Charlie Kirk, a well-known conservative influencer, was just fatally shot during a packed town hall at Utah Valley University. Moments before the single shot rang out, Kirk posted a video tossing hats that read, "Make America Great Again," and 47 into the UVU crowd to kick off his American Comeback Tour in Orem, Utah. But who was Charlie Kirk, and how influential was he in the MAGA universe? Kirk, who was the CEO of the nonprofit Turning Point USA, rose to prominence on YouTube and on X, and became famous for his unapologetic and often boldly stated conservative opinions. The 31-year-old father boasted millions of followers and billions of views for videos in which he would engage in fiery debates with students, especially liberals, on college campuses. Some of his recent videos included Charlie Kirk hands out huge L's at University of California, San Diego.
A government-run program of education has been a failure in this country, and that's what President Trump is doing by abolishing the Department of Education.
And Charlie Kirk versus the Washington State woke mob.
Life should be the answer to rape, is what we're saying. And if a baby is conceived in rape, you don't all of a sudden say, let's do something more evil because something evil happened.
Kirk grew up in the Chicago suburb of Prospect Heights and founded TPUSA when he was 18 years old, growing it into a conservative powerhouse with a presence on more than 3,500 campuses. In February 2025, Kirk joined the Trinity Broadcasting Network to host a weekday talk show called Charlie Kirk Today. The conservative attended Harper College near Chicago, but dropped out before getting a degree, opting instead for a career in politics. Disturbing video shows the moment a shot rang out at Kirk's Utah event, causing the crowd to scatter. Kirk is survived by his wife, Erica Francevy, whom he married in 2021, and 2 young children.
Man, that's crazy. He's a young, successful man. You know, striving to be a politician, bro, and you know, you got the right to, you got the freedom of speech. I don't know. Things is getting spooky, bro, for these politicians, man. Luna says it's a distraction. He said he done what at 18? Man, y'all know how I feel, bro, about. Yeah, I think we in a matrix, bro. But I don't wanna get to speaking. This could be Trump's sacrifice, though. You know what I'm saying? This could be Trump's sacrifice. Because they already tried to take his top. Or they acted like they was trying to take his top. I don't know what the message behind it really is, because we know chances is it's probably gonna be a white person who done this. So we can't say it's racial motivated. Why is the white folks trying to take out Trump? I thought all white folk fuck with Trump. Or y'all standing with the black folk and the Mexicans? If you ask me, I don't think Trump that racist. You know, I got family that will not fuck with Trump for nothing. You know, not saying I just fuck with Trump, but you know, you gotta be careful of these narratives out here, though, man. I think it could very well be a Trump sacrifice. This is Trump's go-to guy or whatever. He's up under him. He got rich at 18 or whatever. You know, some y'all gotta learn about gematria and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be that guy, bro. But man, you You just never know. I never heard of this guy a day in my life. That doesn't mean anything. You know, it's unfortunate that you know, you gotta hear about somebody when they die for the first time. You know? I'm not into politics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna take it that far. I got my opinions on everybody has their own opinion on the world, bro. But what are you gonna do? You can't actually do nothing about it though, bro. Unless you're in position. But even then it's politics, bro. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm asking, like, why is white people trying to take out Trump and Trump supporters or people working with him? You don't see no black, you don't see no Mexicans, no Hispanics doing this shit. We gotta find the suspect, bro. We gotta find the suspect. Cause I seen something that was a white man. But I don't know. We got Meet Kevin here. We'll see what
This isn't a worthy vessel for your most cherished memories.
We think we have video of the actual shooter, not the old white guy that was arrested, who was screaming, you know, I have the right to remain silent, who apparently is no longer a suspect, and now the actual suspect is at large. But now there's video of a figure on a roof, which totally aligns with a theory of where the shooting came from.
Here it is, the video of the shooter, exactly where it would make sense to be based on what you're about to see.
It's always a shooter on a roof. Y'all notice this? It's always a shooter on a roof. How he just get roof access on that building like that, bro? At the perfect time.
Getting right up. You think you'd already be placed?
This was my suspicion as to what happened, and I want you to see exactly why this was my suspicion. Because if you just walk this campus, you could see how obvious this position was. You ready for this? Look at this. This is where Charlie Kirk was speaking, right here. Follow this diamond, okay? Follow the tip of this diamond. What do you get when you follow the tip of the diamond? You get this roof area over here. Notice the staircase leading up. Two things that are wild about this roof is that you have a few choices to get onto this roof, and you don't even need a ladder. Look at this, my friends. Right here in this grassy area, you could casually walk off the path onto the grass, step onto the edge of the roof right here, and be right here, perched on a roof where nobody can see you from below unless they're like really looking for you. And you'd have a perfect shot right down the tip of the diamond. See the tip of the diamond? Perfect shot. But it's even worse because this assumes you want to make this little leap right here from the grassy node onto the top of the roof right here. You don't even need to do that at the University of Utah Valley, my friends. All you have to do is go to this very convenient staircase next to an escape parking lot. Take this staircase up right here, and you would be on this walkway to get to the building over here at the back. Now, this walkway would give you two choices. Take the walkway to the other building, or take the walkway and step onto the roof right next to it. See right here? You would have had to cross maybe a 2-foot little water barrier to get onto the flat roof. Now, you would be even higher up on a flat roof right here at this edge. That's where you would be. And folks, watch this. When I zoom out, you'd get an angle, again, right down the edge of this building, right down the edge here into Charlie Kirk's tent. This aligns with the sound. It aligns with the fact that this person wasn't seen. it aligns with having an escape route. And I'll show you the video of the shooter in just a moment, but look at this. Look what you would have had. While everybody
parking lot
was
in the
a
highway
panic
right there.
right here, and you would have had mass chaos here, and everybody was looking for a shooter here, and the old white guy was getting arrested going, I have my rights, I have the right to remain silent, blah, blah, blah. While all that chaos is happening, the shooter can run off the roof, go down a large staircase, and walk through the building over here, because this is just a public building right here, walk through the entrance, walk, 20 feet, 50 feet through the entrance, and be at a parking lot. You could have been loading up a car with a car that you parked in the first spot. You could have been loading up a car while everybody's panicking right here. You would have been loading up a car right here. You're on Campus Drive. From Campus Drive, you are literally 30 seconds away from the highway. 30 seconds away from the Veterans Memorial Highway. And guess what? You're out of there. You could be in Canada by now.
So he's on the
maybe
run?
not quite, but you could be pretty dang far right now. Let's see. Canada would leave you. No, that's an 11-hour drive. You're not going to be all the way in Canada right now, but you might be in Idaho right now. But the point is,
Canada.
that theory aligns with what we see in video in two places. Number one, take a look at this video. This shows you the trees right here, which makes it look like all of this area is obscured. But remember what you saw, that diamond? Remember how you saw the diamond and that perfect shot between the trees? You would have the perfect shot between these trees if you stood on that roof. And I can prove that to you by showing you this. This shows you the trajectory you would have had. Once from the top higher roof, once from the lower roof, with a perfect escape route to the parking lot, right to Charlie Kirk's neck. And you would have been obscured by trees here and here. So you would have been obscured while setting up your shot.
Tree right here, bro. Right there in the middle. Right there. That's crazy.
Then, folks, the actual video, which aligns with exactly what we just said. This is scary. I'm going to play it in normal speed at first, and then we'll play it in 1/4 speed. But watch this. This is absolutely insane. This is a video from inside. If you look at the people, you're going to see all the people drop because they hear the shot. This is normal. Watch this professional on the roof run.
Professional.
Look for the shadow. Tell me when you see it. Did you see it?
No.
If you missed it, don't worry about it. We're going to go through it at 0.25 speed.
I seen this clip,
Watch
though.
my mouse
It's
right
up
here
there.
at this edge, okay? Watch this mouse right here, right here, right here, right there. You see this right here? Look at the distance this figure is from the edge right here. And by the end of the video, that distance will be a lot shorter because that person starts running after the shot was fired. Look at that. About to
That would be
cross
the
that
right
edge
side. That would be right
and
into that parking
disappear.
lot.
Gone into the parking lot. There you go. We think, obviously, some of this is us putting together information, speculating based on information that we're gathering.
So this
that
nigga got
was the
away.
shooter.
That's definitely a person. Woo!
Let's play that with
So
with
this
audio.
nigga got away? That's definitely a person walking, dog. That's diabolical. Not gonna lie.
Now, why else do we think this? Well, because the police department has come out, the University of Utah Police Department has come out to suggest that the shooter was roughly 200 yards away. We thought that may have been a little bit of a stretch. And so later we ended up seeing, it's possible, but later we ended up seeing that the New York Times reported that this was the building where the shooter shot from. Based on my drawing, the shooter was on one of those perches right here. Based on the video, it looks like the shooter was on the upper perch. And the reason he would have been on the upper perch is because you could have run from this edge towards this protrusion, back over the wall, and then to a parked car, either down the stairs over here, or maybe even jumping off the edge over here and getting into the parking lot, right?
Nigga jumping off the nigga.
Now, What else do we know? Well, what we know is the distance, the specific distance we have. How do we know the distance? Well, thanks to Google and those of you in the comments, you could actually just click on Google, measure distance between those 2 points. Just quite remarkable technology, I guess, whatever we're going to call it, non-AI these days. But let's do that. So let's go to the university. And let's go find the diamond.
You can do that on Google Maps.
This would have been the shot, right? And so we're gonna click.
You can do that
from
on Google
here,
Maps.
measure distance to the 10.
I know that. I know they got like
do I have to be?
softwares.
Oh,
and
there we
shit.
go. That says 418 feet. And I think if I go 2D, it draws a line for me. So if I go from here, clear measurement.
But my thing,
measure
how does this nigga get up there, get in position, bro? You know what I'm saying? How you get up there and no one sees you? This is 400. You would imagine that there's hella cars everywhere. There was thousands of people there. Nobody seen this man. And nobody was in that building to watch him. None of them doors was locked. He didn't need access to get through, like certain doors. Like, man.
Distance to here. Same thing. About 420 feet.
He just broke it down to me. He said he didn't even need all that, so it makes sense. I understand it. Tragic.
128 meters. 420 divided by 3 puts us at about a 140-yard shot. Folks, how many yards away was the Trump shooter? 140. How many yards was Trump shooter away? I'm pretty sure it's like 136 or 140. Come on. It was something like, I'm pretty sure it was that. I can't find it right now because I'm only getting the golf course shooting.
Man, they coming for Trump,
gunman
bro.
was 120 to 150 meters away. That's just some quick reporting that comes up. Same distance. Same exact damn distance as Trump. Need to learn that it's time at these events for... I need to find it right now because I'm meters away. That's just some quick reporting that comes up. Same distance. Same exact damn distance as Trump. Need to
So they were the same exact distance, right?
learn that it's time at these events for glass barriers. But now what we know, it was just sad that you have to even think about this at events. But it's a sign that you can't rely on security close to you when you have long gunmen that can escape under the guise of panic. And now that shooter is out and on the loose.
Why not advertise these things?
So he's on the run, bro. The suspect is on the run. He literally got away. And they don't know where he's at. Suspect at large. So that's what at large means, huh?
Yeah, Mark, right now investigators in Utah are searching the campus of Utah Valley University and beyond for the person who shot and killed conservative political activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk collapsed after a single bullet pierced him in the neck while he was speaking to a crowd of college students in Utah earlier this afternoon. Now, there is video circulating all over social media that we have now verified of the event that shows the moment he was shot. We're freezing it just before the gunshot. Take a look. Video shows what appears to be several hundred people gathered in a courtyard. Kirk is speaking under a tent to the crowd when he collapses after being hit by a single bullet. This shot, which looks to have been fired from some distance away, came while Charlie Kirk, who is the founder of the conservative activist organization Turning Point USA, was hosting one of his signature college campus events. The crowd immediately scrambled in every direction, and video shows Charlie Kirk being carried to an SUV and then rushed to the hospital. In video of the shooting, you can hear Kirk talking about mass shootings just as he was struck by that bullet.
I was there and I watched the shooting. It looked like that he got hit. A direct shot right to the heart. As soon as he was hit, he fell backwards, went to the side. The audience went to their knees.
10 to 20 seconds later, after I got done talking to Charlie, I saw that he was shot in the neck.
Now, Charlie Kirk attended Wheeling High School here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. That's where he began his conservative activism as a teenager before growing to national fame promoting the MAGA movement. He was a close personal confidant of President Trump and many in his administration. Kirk's visit to the Utah campus was controversial, but law enforcement sources told ABC News police were not tracking any specific or credible threats before Kirk was fatally shot.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. America is in shambles. How
Yeah, Mark, right now investigator.
how the president almost get assassinated by our own people, by white Americans. How did the president almost get assassinated by a white American? And we can only assume. Listen, dude just shot up the Catholic school. A transformer, Bumblebee, shot up a goddamn Catholic school. This is all within 6 months, my nigga. And then Trump's chairman of students gets assassinated. ICE is going crazy. Inflation is through the roof. America's in shambles right now, dog. And how does that look to the rest of the world, though, bro? Like, I don't know, man. I don't think this is a pretty safe country, man. If the president is getting damn near assassinated, nigga got grazed with a bullet in the head. Whether this is agendas and this is a matrix or not, it's still fucking kind of scary, bro. Because if they doing this to each other, meaning the government killing off each other and whatnot, sacrificials, and what the hell they gonna do to us? So this nigga is on the run. You can't make this up. There's no way he's literally on the run.
I want to bring in Raydon Desheen. She was at the event right now. She saw the attack. She's on the phone. Raydon, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If you could tell us where you were, what you saw, what happened.
America's down bad.
Yeah, so I was clear up at the front. So they had like the tent set up for where Charlie was going to be. And then they had like the cattle grade set up with a little walkway for the people that were going to debate him. And then I was the grate right behind it. So I was right by the walkway. So I was right up front.
And then what happened? When the actual shot was fired, where were you? What did you see or hear?
So I was, he was just talking to the second debater. And ironically, it was about the transgender shooter. And, they're talking about, not allowing them to purchase firearms. And he was talking back and forth with the guy. And then all of a sudden I hear up top, I see Charlie. I think it got his carotid. I just saw him grab. It looked like his neck, and there's just blood pouring out.
So I say, why is white people like targeted Trump? It's not just necessarily race. He's going for the transformers and stuff like that. Trump is doing a lot, man, and I can see why he can get a lot of hate, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see why.
everywhere, and his eyes kind of rolled back. And at that point, I kind of looked up because it sounded like it came up from behind me up the hill, and it was just one pop. And then we all dropped to the ground, and then they told us all to run. So we all ran out.
Yeah, I'm imagining pandemonium at that point. Did you see medical personnel attend to him, and what happened after that?
By the time I looked up, he was already off. He was already out. He was already out of the tent. There were some police officers up there. There was his security. There was no metal detectors or anything for us to go through. They didn't even check our tickets.
What about the gunman? Any sense of what became of the person? I don't know if it's a man or a woman. The person who fired the shot?
Nope, I didn't see anything. I just dropped when everybody else dropped, and then I ran when they told everybody to run.
So you described it as a debate that was going on. So it was a debate between Charlie and someone else, or just a sort of a...
Yeah, so he just proved me wrong. And basically, because he's a right-winger, and, he's very, very, very good at his debates. And he invites mostly college kids to go up and debate him. And, a lot of them were, had a lot of the same views, but there was something that may be a little bit off that they don't quite agree with. So they're just trying to, debate him back and forth on their views versus his.
So it sounds like people from all points on the political spectrum. What about the atmosphere, the mood? What was it like leading up to that?
Oh, man, we were all having fun. We were shouting, USA and Charlie Kirk and listening to some, 80s music like Queen and that, and just stuff to pump you up. We're just all having a good time.
Yeah, like a festival kind of atmosphere. I want to ask you about security. What was that like as you entered this area? And what kind of area is this?
You said there was none.
There was none. It was like, so when you walked in there, it was like in the crevice of the buildings with a bridge across.
Why do you need security out of these politicians are ghetto. Shit ghetto. Niggas getting sniped from 200 yards. They're not safe to go to. These political events, they're not safe. I think at this time, like at this throughout history, I think we can come to that understanding that political anywhere in the world, bro, fucking with these governments and shit is not safe. It's not.
It was like in the crevice of the buildings with a bridge across it, and then behind it was like a grassy open area with a little bit of sitting that's kind of in a stadium seating. But it was like a little hill. And
this is on the campus of Utah Valley University.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a student there, or do you have an affiliation with the university?
No, I'm old. I'm in my 50s, so a lot of these people were college-age students, but there was quite a few, actually, I would say, that were around my age, too.
Yeah. And where did you get out? You ran out of there. Where'd you go, and what did everybody else do who was with you?
We all just ran to our vehicles, and I don't know where everybody's scattered. I don't know if, some of them were students that, had to catch a bus or whatever. But the ones that have cars, we all ran to our cars. I mean, I parked a little ways away, so it was a little bit of a trek, but it was fine.
But again, interesting, as you point out, no security, open area right there at Utah Valley University. Radon Dasheen, I really appreciate your insight and your telling us your story. We thank you for that.
I don't think this. I don't know. I feel like it was a sacrifice for Trump, bro. They didn't knock him off then. They could have. They let him know, hey, we could have knocked you off. This is what he had to sacrifice. I don't think this guy, Charlie Kirk, although he was a founder of apparently a nonprofit, I don't know. I think he's a sacrifice, bro. All he does is do YouTube videos on that his channel just started a year ago, and all he's doing is political debates, and he's this big guy, number 10 on Twitter. He's only 31. I don't know, man.
And Raydon Desheen, she was at the event right now. She saw the attack. She's on the phone. Raydon, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If you could tell us where you were, what you saw, what happened.
Yeah, so
I think it's a Trump
I was
sacrifice,
clear up at
bro.
the front. So they had like the tent set up for where Charlie was going to be, and then they had like the cattle grade set up with a little walkway for the people that were going to debate him, and then I was the grate right behind it. So I was right by the walkway. So I was right up front.
And then what happened? When the actual shot was fired, where were you? What did you see or hear?
So I was, he was just talking to the second debater, and ironically, it was about the transgender shooter, and they're talking about not allowing them to purchase firearms.
I think this restarted. So the suspect is still. That's what's crazy to me is how they did not, and he's just gone. How does this, he's just already has the news there with him. He's that big of a guy, huh? That big of a politician. And of course, right now you're not gonna find much of before any of this from him. But I went to his channel. His channel just started a year ago. Not that long ago, man. So the shooter's still on the run. That white guy that was in handcuffs, that old white man, he wasn't the shooter. This guy right here.
Right to main sign. Right to main sign. Right to main sign.
So how y'all feel, man? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream, man. I'm live on Twitch right now as well, and YouTube, both. So if you're watching on whichever one you're watching on, make sure to tap in with the other one. Follow, subscribe, turn on notifications, so you'll be notified. But how y'all feel, man? What y'all think about it, man? It's just, at this point, this is America, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often is it that we hear anything about these other countries in assassination attempt and mass shootings, and man, these other countries, they don't even allow them to have guns and stuff, bro. I just seen a woman in Dubai get 25 years for having, I think she had like 50 grams of cocaine. Is that a lot or no? So who killed her? Nobody knows. The world may never know. Look at us. The world may never know how it's looking. Which I just find that to be so insane. What do you mean 6ix9ine might be next? What is that supposed to mean?
I do want to share with our viewers here some video and some sound of now the late Charlie Kirk speaking to this crowd of students in Orem, Utah. And it wasn't just students, I should add. This event was open to anyone that wanted to come. And here's what he was saying just moments before that deadly shot rang out.
Transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
I do want to share with our viewers here some...
And then right when he said that, that's when he got shot. Counting or not counting gang violence. Bow.
Got a couple comments. I do want to share with our...
This one, I think it was a Trump sacrifice, y'all. My boy Tariq Johnson, man.
Can you try some knuckle push-ups?
Some knuckle push-ups, man. Y'all be wanting me to go crazy with him, man. I can do knuckles. I don't know. I can probably bang out. I can bang out 25. 25 ain't nothing. Y'all want the quick 25, man? Y'all want the quick 25 or you want the whole 100? Cause really the goal say, you know what I mean? And I went to the gym today, you know. To the gym. Shouts out to my boy Tariq though, man. I appreciate you, bro. I'll do some knuckles for you. People react to shooting at Utah Valley.
Students, what kind of checks were there before people got on campus?
If I'm going to be honest, I had friends coming in asking if they needed tickets, and I said they didn't even check for my ticket, which I did get a ticket. They did not pat us down. I feel like I maybe saw 3 or 4 police officers in this whole environment of hundreds of people, I would guess, which I thought was a little odd, but at the same time I thought, well, you know, it's Utah, which is probably an ignorant thought to think, but there was not much security precautions taken. There was none.
And you're saying you were 15 feet away from the stage. You were up close and personal with Charlie when he was speaking. Did it sound, and I'm, no worries if you don't know this answer, I don't suspect you might, but did it sound like the shot came from behind?
Yes. It sounded exactly from behind us, and that's why I was so worried, and I looked, but I couldn't find anything. But you could also see, obviously, from the way that the blood just, it definitely was from behind. So, or in front of him, I would say, you know, but.
You guys all get down. Describe the moment you guys tried to escape.
I just saw everybody running, and I ran in, like, the second people started getting up, I'm like, I don't want to be left here alone. I didn't want to get up. I wanted to stay there because but I also knew I needed cover in case. And so I just started leaving with everybody, and all I could think is like, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? And
you said Buddy was out there naked. He's not the president. And that's what I'll be saying. Like, y'all niggas, y'all don't even be he's not in no real political position, bro. To make no change. He's not a governor. He's not a mayor. He's not in any of them shoes, bro. He's just a guy with an opinion, honestly. So you said he was out there naked, yeah. He's not the president.
I look outside and I see that
even the president got touched.
Ambulance, and I'm just thinking I just saw somebody die. I didn't even call my family until like 20 minutes after because I couldn't stop crying. I was like hyperventilating and seeing like all these people just freaking out and having such a hard time. It's just, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was beautiful the way that we all came together, like people praying over one another, people loving one another, people asking if we're okay, sharing numbers with total strangers just to check up on us after this, not just now, but later. I thought that was beautiful how we, as a party, came together and loved one another in this horrible time. Obviously, I'm inconsolable and so many others are, and we still united in prayer.
And we know just how devout and devoted Charlie Kirk is to Christianity.
Yes, sir.
And to have those prayers, we're hearing it from all across the nation right now. We want to check up on you and make sure that you're okay. MJ, if we could go ahead and get her contact. But guys, Alyssa, Matt, you kind of heard just the turmoil, how chaotic this situation was, Brian, excuse me, and how just devastating, her describing students just getting on the floor immediately, and how gruesome the shooting was, as so many students were just right there in front of Charlie Kirk, seeing the bullet hit him. And you heard Danielle describe just how grotesque that was, and then them praying afterwards for Charlie in the midst of chaos like this. We're hearing more from students like Danielle. We have another student or participant of the event. You go ahead and join me here. What is your name?
My name is Henry.
Henry, you're a student here at UVU?
No, I actually just run a construction company. I got some friends that go to UVU here, and they told me about Charlie Kirk coming, so I came to ask some questions. The only thing I really opposed him is just the concept of religion.
You're a you own a construction company. You're a contractor, and you took the time out your day to go pull up where there's chaos. Is this real right now? This has got to be a joke. That's got to be a joke, bro. I'm actually and I've got a couple friends that go here, and I just came to ask a couple questions. Nigga, who are you? You're a fucking political extremist as well? You wanna be next, nigga? Is this real? This gotta be AI. Y'all know they got AI news clips now. They been had that.
I actually just run a construction company. I heard about...
Or a participant of the event.
Oh, I just heard about it and pulled up to ask some questions. Nigga, huh?
You go ahead and join me here. What is your name?
My name is Henry.
Henry, you're a student here at UVU?
Fucking Henry. Your name ain't no damn Henry. He lied about that. You tell me he got a white American name. He's somewhere from that Middle East, nigga. Your name ain't no damn Henry.
You go ahead and join me here. What is your name?
My name is Henry.
Henry, you're a student here at UVU?
No, I actually just run a construction company. I got some friends that go to UVU here, and they told me about Charlie Kirk coming, so I came to ask some questions.
Oh, okay. He heard about him coming, so he asked. Not after the fact. Okay, I understand it. I'm tweaked out.
The only thing I really opposed him is just the concept of religion, difference in religion. So that was pretty much what our dialogue was. We disagreed or whatever, but it was a good, fruitful conversation. He said he loved...
Oh, so you actually got to ask him questions?
I said we love them. We love Charlie and stuff like that.
A grown man has his own construction company and took the time to ask another grown man questions. Your business must be slow.
Really opposed him is just the concept of religion, difference in religion. So that was pretty much what our dialogue...
Like, what is your point, though? You're going to go and change his mind? You're going to change your mind? You're going to change the crowd's mind, the people's mind?
We disagreed or whatever, but it was a good, fruitful conversation. He said he loved Mormons. I said we love them. We love Charlie and stuff like that. And it was just really weird because the way that things went down for me, the guy who claimed to have done the shooting, who had no weapon, he, like an hour and a half before the show, was walking around to conservative people and was basically just bashing Charlie's name. Charlie's this, Charlie's that, Charlie's racist.
Well, yeah, we usually see that at Charlie Kirk's information. We got some breaking information now.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and toss things back to Brian. Some breaking.
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah. Grown man got a whole construction company, and you're taking time out your day to go pull up to a political event. I wish my grandpa would. My grandpa a plumber. Got his own plumbing company. I wish that nigga would take the time out his day to pull up to voice his opinion to another man about some religion. The only thing he need to converse that with is God. Fuck. You know what I'm saying though? I thought he pulled up after the fact. I was like, yo, you're tweaked out. You're tweaked out, pal. Well, I must see in all shorts. No World Star posted something. So this is the actual video. Let me see. I see somebody else post this. I don't know if I can or not though.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
And then boom.
Oh my God. Go, run. Oh. Not counting gang violence.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Imagine being there though, man, and being in that crowd, dog, and just like being right there front row, man. Just witnessing that, dog. That's some shit that'll fuck you up, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, bro. You say it's fear mongering? To who are they? Who's?
So if it's fear mongering, who is supposed to be in fear of this? The people? The United States, the people of America? I would be I mean I would be in fear of another country. You know what I'm saying? I would be in fear of another country because
if this is what we doing to each other, and it's the usual suspects, meaning white folk, but how does that look to them, bro? And this nigga trying to come with 100% tariffs and shit, talking about getting y'all know Trump was talking about getting rid of income tax and going straight off of tariffs, because apparently America #1 income source at a point in time, like way back in the early days, was tariffs. I don't know, I'd be in fear of another country. You know, I don't really think like the average American people, bro, aren't gonna go to fucking war with each other, bro. I don't think that. Like as far as like a civil war and all that, like I don't see that, bro. It might be a small group, but I don't see the majority. I don't see the majority. That's what plus it's September 11th. Today's September 11th. That's 9/11, isn't it? Today ain't no damn 9/11. That's tomorrow. One day before 9/11. How strategic. This world is really crazy, though. How strategic. What's the odds of that? What's the chances of that? Democrats also kill. I don't care who. If you identify as a Democrat or Republican, a leftist, a rightist, any of that bullshit, I look at y'all as all the same people. Retards. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Because y'all give the government too much power, too much control. Y'all is meat riders. Y'all are like military people. Like, that's tragic.
Can run it up.
Let me get these knuckles, bro. Bro said he want to see 20. I'm doing 20. I'm doing 50 knuckles. Now I'm gonna have to do this, bro. Let me see. I'm gonna have to try to do this because I don't want the stream to crash. It's just not worth doing all that. We finally done hit the algorithm a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Finally hit the algorithm. So we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try to do this. And hopefully y'all can see. Let me see. Without knocking this green screen over. But yeah, that works. That's all I need. He said he want to see some 20. He said he want to see some knuckles. I got you. My boy said he want to see some knuckles. And since I didn't do that 100 when I was at the house working, oh God, because I was there, bro. I was there till 9 o'clock, bro. I was there till 9 o'clock that night. Literally 7 hours stream working. So I'm gonna tax myself a little bit on these knuckles, but I'm gonna do the knuckles. Watch out. Y'all gotta see the knuckle though. Alright, you gotta watch out, little precious. Come on, man. Come on, hold on. Let me fix the mic, man. We gonna get back to the Kyle Kirk or whatever bro name is. Kyle Kirk, right? Charlie Kirk. We're gonna get back to the Charlie Kirk. I know the view's about to drop. Watch out. Move, man. Go over there. Go. Damn, so now y'all can't even see me. God damn. Let me get these shits. You gotta move, man, because you in my face. Like, come on. Alright, you want it like this, bro, or like this? We'll do it like this. Alright, that's 25. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never really just done knuckle push-ups like that. I done them before, but I ain't never just... incorporated them. You know what I'm saying? Might have to though. That shit get your, you know what I'm saying? That'll get you right. Boy. Bro, my dog is like, I'm 25, got her when I was 18, when she was a puppy, probably about a month and a half. Years old. Do the math. That's what, 7 years? Yeah. 7 years, man. It's my little baby. My wrist messed up. I've been doing the knuckles recently. Yeah, man. Them damn straight bar dips been fucking up my wrist. Doing muscle ups and shit. Hitting them straight bar dips. That shit really hurts your wrist. But look, I'm bang out another 25. Yeah, we gonna get back to it. Shouts out to my boy Al Tariq Johnson Jr. That boy got a long name. I don't even want to know what the middle name is, but he might got 10 of them hoes. I'm playing. Alright, we're gonna do these ones like this. We ain't gonna do them straight. We're gonna do them like this. Like we doing dips. Y'all ready? Who gonna do them with me though? Who gonna do them with me? Don't just watch it, nigga. Y'all do them with me though. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get it. Let's get right. Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing them, cause I need to knock a nigga out. That's gonna help me knock a nigga out right there, boy. Them knuckles. Can y'all see that? Yeah, I see the texture on it. Yeah. Ooh, knuckles gonna be sore than a bitch. Yeah, you just put me on, bro. Bro said do the knuckles. I'm finna start doing them. I'm doing knuckles from now on. Knuckle push-ups only. I'm trying to knock a nigga. Folding, coach. I'm trying to fold a nigga, coach. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm about to start doing them. Nigga play gonna get knocked. That's how you punch through a nigga shit right there. That's how you punch through a nigga shit right there. But look, bro, I find it crazy how Obama not once had not one black person, not one white person, no Asian, no Mexican, no nobody tried to do nothing to no Barack Obama though. Not no transformer. None of that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't do none of that with Obama. The white folks ghetto. the white folk ghetto, ain't gonna lie. Yeah, your whole weight going straight to your knuckles, man. That your whole force. I'm punching niggas. Niggas is getting folded, no cap. Niggas is getting folded. Yeah. I don't know. I think that might wrap up the Charlie Kirk shit though, man. They still ain't caught the suspect. It's really no new videos like recently over the last couple hours. Shooter suspect arrested after Charlie Kirk killed 2 hours ago by KOAT. There's gotta be cap.
Today, conservative commentator Charlie Kirk dead after being shot in the neck today at a crowded event on a college campus in Utah.
One suspect is in custody. Police saying they are still looking for another one. Kirk was only 31. He was invited by a student group and was speaking when a shot was fired from a campus building about 200 yards away. He was killed while answering a question about transgender shootings and mass killings. Kirk and his political organization, Turning Point USA, were key to President Trump's 2024 victory.
And how is it right on cue when he's asked about a mass shooting and he gets shot?
And the president has credited him with galvanizing and mobilizing the youth vote. Well, the president also writing on Truth Social, in honor of Charlie Kirk, a truly great American patriot, I am ordering all American flags throughout the U.S. lowered to half staff until Sunday at 6.
And locally, Senate Republican leader Bill Scherer issuing a statement saying, in part, we totally condemn political violence in every form. Our country is founded on the principle of free speech. Today's disgusting actions undermine the very foundation of our democratic republic. The Republican Party of New Mexico issuing a statement as well, saying this kind of behavior cannot and must not be tolerated, no matter one's political affiliation. Political violence has no place in our society, and we must stand united in condemning it at every turn. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres also condemning political violence, saying the killing of Charlie Kirk was reprehensible and it should be condemned by every American. Our democracy demands that we unite against our nation's rising tide of political violence.
So apparently this news station says one suspect was arrested. They're looking for another. So they was probably referring to that old man. He probably wasn't a shooter though. This was an act of war. This will not go unavenged. What are you gonna do about it? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, pal? That boy Antonio speaks. What did he say about this? White on white violence needs to stop. Today, Charlie Kirk was shot dead at the age of 31 by another white man. Ironically, the week leading up to this event, he was spewing talking points about how violent black people are. The week leading up to this event, he was spewing talking points about how violent black people are. I mean, what really was even the point in bringing that up if you put your feelings aside? Burr said school shootings were the necessary price to pay for upholding the Second Amendment. Shot while answering a question about gun violence in the U.S. What are you gonna do? Crazy, his final words were gang violence. Yeah, this is white on white right here. Usual suspects. They say what they say about us. Shit, that shit ghetto too. You know, we're gonna call it what it is, man. So y'all think it was
a Optimus Prime? That's the reason why. Or y'all think it was race? Y'all think it was... What do y'all think it was, man?
Co-founder of Turning Point, the other two had just answered a question from an audience member. Tragic. Yeah, man, that's a tragic situation, dog. I think we're gonna move on from this topic though, man. It's 11:30, bro, literally on the dot. We're gonna react to one video, man.
Don't just take classes.
I'll let y'all pick, man. I'll let y'all pick. Out of 1, 2, and 3. So white anger towards blacks just got worse. Carmelo Anthony just made the worst decision of his life. Or black people respond to Chicago thugs' threat to the National Guard. Which one y'all want to do? You only got a couple seconds to decide, because otherwise I'm picking, because I already know how y'all niggas be on that.
Y'all be acting like y'all don't hear niggas, you know what I'm saying? So y'all got a good little second. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok, bro. Trying to get the TikTok to grow. The third video. The people have spoken.
Most people considering a move to Tulsa, Oklahoma probably picture a charming, affordable...
Fuck no.
Once they get to Chicago,
Did I already do this? No.
The only way natural, delicious watermelons from the harvest could be better is if they came in a bottle. Look at that. Simply, say yes to simple.
Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Ava.
I feel like I reacted to this.
Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back.
I did react to this because I was I already done this one. I deleted it. I felt like I did, bro. I gotta find it. Yeah, cause I recorded that shit before I had bounced out today. I'd already done it. What's good, y'all? Check, 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 check. What's good, y'all? We got It's Not That Deep. We on the road to 100 KOK. Man, that be the thing, bro. It's one of these. It's gotta be this one. What's good, y'all? It's not. Bro, I literally reacted. See? Or did my microphone not record? What is it?
A homing missiles that can.
Look at this. Look, my mic didn't even record, bro. Look at this shit. And all them checks that y'all just hear me was taking, it was for this video. Nah, maybe it wasn't.
The city circulate.
Twitter posted, but and now it's on. You can't be serious, bro. Come on, dog. That type of shit is mentally draining, dog. That type of shit is mentally draining, dog. You record a whole 20-minute reaction, and your sound wasn't recording. It's diabolical. Immigrants, bro.
Nothing.
Now.
Not the flex of.
It's more than half.
Smell of the use club in Atlanta.
No
The reality is that he wants to.
You about
to fight back Chicago.
Boy, enough.
I go.
A 30 round, you might can hold that bitch. So I'll have to edit out. I'm gonna drop it, but I'll have to edit out where I was talking and there ain't no sound. Diabolical. Diabolical. So which one y'all want? What other one y'all want, man? We're just gonna do that top one probably. Man, come on, bro. Yes, there's something going on with that.
You know your business better than anyone, right? So why not build an app to run it with Base 44? This finance app solves.
What's good, y'all? We got white anger towards blacks just got worse. We on the road to 100 KOK. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's see what it's hitting for.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end.
The date is August 22nd, 2025, and a young lady by the name of Irina Zarazuka, a Ukrainian refugee, was just getting off work. She was going home and she decided to take the Charlotte Light Rail train station near the East-West Boulevard station. She saw an open seat and she sat down. Now this is interesting because it wasn't very many white people on the train with her. Everybody around her and even the guy behind her was black. And speaking of the guy behind her, at first nothing happened until it did happen. We all know the story of what happened next. Over 7 minutes, Eyewitness Zarazuka bled to death after being fatally stabbed. Now, the people that were there on the left, many of those Black Americans, most of them did not help her. In fact, as she was bleeding out, some people just walked away and got off the train as if nothing happened. And this is causing a lot of fear, especially amongst white Americans who are pretty much upset at the fact that Black fatigue is back again.
Yeah, no, we don't accept him and we don't claim him. So y'all can't even try to play that bullshit Black fatigue shit this time around. Cause this ain't got nothing to do with that. Because we're white fatigued for sure. Don't let me go into it. Just we don't accept him.
Much upset at the fact that Black fatigue is back again. It's gotten so bad, even Donald Trump is talking about it.
She was slaughtered by a deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country. We have to...
I seen this clip. He reading the teleprompter. We need to start holding these judges and these courts and shit accountable, bro. Simple.
Respond with force and strength. We have to be vicious just like they are. It's the only thing they understand. 24 of the top 25 most dangerous cities in America are run by Democrat mayors.
Now listen to the wordplay that Donald Trump is using. He doesn't want to be racist, but we can understand what he may be trying to imply here. That we have a problem with a certain sector of people who are causing all of these issues in America. And he's not the only person to say that.
Take a look at the black on white crimes, 385,000 in 2023. The white on black crimes, just under 118,000. You see the comparative numerical difference. But now here's what the media actually does. They did what our camera operator just began to do a moment ago. I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to show you literally what the media does with the camera.
Now what's interesting to me is that I'm starting to see a lot more whites be concerned with this. And even one guy did something very peculiar.
And brutally attacked, her life is taken, and nobody's talking about this. Where is the Ukrainian community? Where are you guys? Is anybody here from Ukraine upset that one of your own was taken?
This guy is calling out the Ukrainian community. Why are you guys not?
Yeah, I don't know. Just how like when that black woman, well, she was actually from Russia, went out there and went viral because how she was being treated by her neighbors. Same thing here, bro.
Was taken.
This guy is calling out the Ukrainian community. Why are you guys not?
She came over here upon her own, by herself. She should have stayed put in Ukraine.
Saying anything about this? Why is the news media not saying anything about this? Now this happened August 22nd and is just now catching steam in the last week. Now why is he saying this? And I want all the blacks to listen to this. Number one, she's a Ukrainian. Now, just like blacks, we are not the same as Africans or Caribbeans. So even though they're also black, we don't necessarily always identify with them. And that is very similar for white Americans. White Americans, typically, I know some may come from Germany and things like that, but you know, the Slavic places like Poland or Ukraine or Russia, those individuals are like different. It's like night and day, all right? It's almost like a black American trying to find some level of identity or common ground with a Maasai warrior from Kenya or Tanzania. But the reality is they know that she's white.
Floating in the air. Hey, yo. Okay, I see she got a stick in her hand, but bruh, she's straight up floating.
A warrior from Kenya or Tanzania.
Where does she jump?
But the reality is they know that she's white, all right? And they know that DeCarlos Brown attacked her because she was right. And he didn't care that she's from Ukraine. So what white people are noticing now is that, listen, even though she's from Ukraine, and I may not even support the fact that the country is giving money to Ukraine, we gotta support this lady because she's white. And what if that was me? What if that was us? Now, this is a difference how white people understand what's happening to them in comparisons to blacks. If this had been an African guy that had gotten beaten up or stabbed in the same way, you could have had some blacks that would have gotten involved with this. But then you would have had certain blacks saying, well, he ain't hashtag FBA, so it don't really matter. That's their business. Let they people take care of them. That's the difference. Whereas with white people, they understand the political play. If it's all white and if it's Ukrainian, it doesn't matter because that attack was meant for us.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between...
I feel like white people still divided, though. We're not going to say they not.
Blacks and whites. Whites have the same prejudices in other communities of whites that blacks do and how we're prejudiced against each other. But they're smart enough to understand a common thread.
Yeah.
And so what you're going to see now, whites starting to do a little bit more fear mongering and actually look at, I've seen a lot of posts here attacking blacks. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm not saying that this will happen, all right, or will occur. We all know that there's stories of whites beating up blacks and, you know, it doesn't get publicized and all of that stuff. And they don't, and Fox News will never put that up there. But we gotta also be cautious because white people are more emboldened than ever. In the last 20 years, whites are more confident in saying how they feel towards blacks. Whites are more confident in carrying out whatever they need to do against blacks. And whites have a president that will come to their defense. We got to understand, as much as Donald Trump can rock with Black America, Donald Trump is...
I mean, bro, just because he's black, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, oh, Trump calling him a deranged animal and this, that, and the third, bro. We can't, I don't accept him, bro. You don't just crash out on nobody like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not rocking with Black America
Regardless of how you feel
over
about
white
it.
conservatives. It's not gonna happen. He'll rock with Black America over white liberals, but to his base, 10 times.
Now, whenever Trump comes out and speaks about the shooter on old boy, you know, on Charlie Kirk, what he gonna say about him? He gonna call him a monster? Or is he gonna use less derogatory terms? You know, so I get the argument, bro. But
he'll rock with Black America over white liberals, but to his base, 10 times out of 10, Donald Trump is going to rock with his base. Okay, hands down, he's in the mud with them. But despite all that, here's something that white conservatives are trying to spin outside of the fact that, you know what, these blacks, we're tired of these blacks always attacking us, right? They're also trying to spin the narrative that blacks are insensitive.
You're tired of it, huh?
To what happened to the white lady. In other words, not only did this black guy delete this white lady, but they don't even care about what happened to her. That's what they're trying to insinuate. But check this out.
I already knew that this country was when it comes to humanity, but seeing the video of the people that were sitting around the 23-year-old girl that was fucking stabbed to death by that man on the goddamn subway, seeing them do nothing.
What are they supposed to do? Get stabbed? Honestly.
Absolutely. And I don't want to hear they were in shock. They were.
I mean, did they? So they didn't even try to call the police or nothing?
Give a flying Clearly she was hurt. She was bawling eyes out. And they did nothing. One lady got up, walked the fuck away.
Here is this.
Yeah, get the hell out of there.
Sister, okay, whose heart goes out to her. My heart goes out to the lady. The lady was crying, like she was dying, bleeding out, and she was bawling, and nobody helped her, right? If you look at the photo of what I'm showing in the background, nobody helped her, right? It wasn't until it was too late that somebody came and helped her. Yes, the blacks let her bleed out. We're gonna be honest, it's exactly what happened, all right? That lady wasn't bothering anybody, and at a certain point, we're gonna talk about humanity. If that was your daughter, if that was your mother, you would have been so mad that nobody helped her. I feel for her family. They are 100% right, okay? Nobody tried to help that lady, and in a case of humanity, it's wrong. We're gonna be real.
That nigga is crazy, bro. Some people just don't. People like this that crash out the white people, white dudes that do it, kill their own parents and all that, shoot up the schools. They got something going on in their head, bro. They're not happy in life, all type of shit, bro. They have no goals, you know. They just want to do something to do it, you know.
That lady wasn't bothering nobody. I can see if she got on that train and she was calling out the N-words, not she was minding her business. Okay? But wait, there's more.
I done let this man out 14 times, and now this is his 15th crime. So yes, I do feel like this was a fail on the judicial system.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if someone is schizophrenic and they keep doing violent things, psych ward immediately. And you don't need to come out no time soon, unless you're on your medication. Even then, you need to stay there because you are a danger to society.
Now, here's another lady that's saying the same thing that many of us are saying. She's saying, listen, why was the guy allowed back on the street? He had 14 priors.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, it's the judge. The judge need to be prosecuted.
A lot of these white conservatives, they're trying to spin the narrative as if, you know, black people just are going around and they're backing this guy. They're supporting this guy.
Nah,
and
ain't
they're
nobody
doing
doing that.
And I'm telling you why I believe they're doing that. They want an insurrection or they want to incite violence on the black community. That's where this is going, okay? In my honest opinion. Because why would you sit back and lie? There's nobody in black America that sat back and watched that attack that will sit back and say, oh yeah, she deserved that. You're a damn lie.
No.
Nobody wants to see that lady die like that. Not one person, okay? Because even if she is Ukrainian, everybody knows that woman was defenseless. That woman was working. She had a job. She had just escaped Ukraine. Why would somebody think like that? Now that guy was dusty. That guy was insane. We also understand that. But stop putting it on black America that we okay with that. No, we not. Nobody's okay with that. Humanity is still humanity, and somebody losing their damn life for no reason, nothing is okay with that. Nothing is nice about that. Period. Tell me where that works. And these white people, some of these folks here, I'm noticing they trying to spin this narrative. And I'm telling you, like, what they're trying to do, because I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? White people in their minds, and I'm gonna say something, and I hope y'all don't get mad at this. White people in their minds, we tired of blacks, okay? That's how some of them feel. They won't say it, but that's how they feel, okay? Listen, yeah, we understand.
Should have never allegedly kidnapped them from Africa then. I don't think white people ever think about that shit. Whenever all these angry racist white folks these days, bro, I don't think they ever take into consideration of history, bro. I don't think they do.
And slavery was wrong.
They're just so angry.
But what have we done? We've done everything we can to help them. And you know what? They're not developing. They're not safe to be around. So we've had it up to here. I've had it up to here with the fact that I can't say whatever I want to say. I've had it up to here that I got to bite my tongue when talking about blacks. I've had it up to here. Okay? I've had it up to here. So when they see something like this, for some of them, they feel like, nah, we need to go ahead and clap back. And clapping back is whatever you think it might be. And there's going to come a time where people are going to be more aggressive about how they feel about blacks. And black people need to understand that that's the positioning that they're going with. They're going to go with that on the media. They're going to go with that in the Republican Party. They're going to go with that with a lot of independents. People want to tell like it is and all that. Now, not only this, remember what we saw with the all-white communities. They were getting supported by whites, okay? It didn't matter that the guy was in the Korn movies before. Didn't matter. They want many of them, not all, to be separate from you and me, okay? And so that anger, that resentment towards blacks, it is growing, all right? And in their mind, they tired of us. Now, here's the issue with that.
Well,
because
we
they own
tired
so
of
much
them.
stuff, okay? They own so much corporations. Now, we've already known about redlining and all of this and keeping black collar jobs. They still doing that. That is going to get worse. We already see what's happening with black unemployment, black women. Black men are also joining in that too. So they're going to do a lot more gatekeeping right now. It's going to get worse. Black people need to understand what that is and understand how they talking. Go look on X, okay? Go look on X. They really talking crazy. And don't think that it's just talk. It's not just talk. These people, in my honest opinion, are very serious. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy L. Jackson. Back at it again. The episode of.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Hey man, finna wrap the stream up, chat. It's been real kicking it with y'all, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, and 1000 Ways to Pimp is out now. All platforms added to your playlist. Run it up. Appreciate Hurricane. Appreciate everybody popping out. Shouts out to that nigga Al to me.
Ain't into breaking chicken, you can get about my business. This that real pimpin' east side, straight up out the trenches. I'm that nigga you can't see, I specialize in breaking women. Gotta get it how I get it, you ain't with it, you can kick it. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I ain't finna take you on no date, little babe. You got two options, work a job or hit the blade. What you wanna do, either way, I'm the one that's receiving all the pay. Money management services is what I work. Watch me boss your life up once you choose up with the play. I ain't interested in sex, I strictly want the severed heads. House cat's the only thing that's sleeping inside my bed. Ain't got the time for relations, baby, I'm a businessman. Trying to see how much I can make off selling tuna cans. So we gon' get along good if you into tricking men. Just don't go against the grain if you wanna see us win, right? Himron, little baby, so you better come correct. I ain't nothing like these niggas, gotta earn all my respect. Watch your lip with open ears, I might just break you off some bread. This a different type of motion when you choosing with the man. If you ain't into selling kidding, I can let you run the business. It's 1000 ways to pimp, we selling plates up out the kitchen. She my type, she like to listen, might just buy her braid extension. She don't test me, know the limit, so we never ever trip. I can put you in position, I'm a high value man. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just moved to OnlyFans. Only way I'll trust a bitch if she give me all the bands. That's how I know we locked in, yeah, we forever gon' win. Who you texting on that phone, it better be about some paper. I got trust issues, baby, so don't put me in no danger. I'ma kill you and them niggas if you ever try to play me. I need that money fast, so is you gon' be my hoe, baby, huh?
came out the P, nigga. Real TYP shit, nigga. Yeah.
Hey, man. It's been real kicking it with y'all. I'm tired as a motherfucker, okay? I'll get at y'all in the next one, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to TYP Cam Music, man. Add that song to your playlist. Run it up. Get at y'all in the next one.